Good morning, everyone. We are Group 4, and we're presenting Emerging Asian Visual Artworks of India. For today's lesson, we have a rules. Make sure to listen as we learn about emerging Indian visual artworks together.
Before we dive deep into our topic, let me first share with you what we aim to achieve in this discussion. We have three key learning objectives. First, to understand what emerging Asian visual arts is all about and why it matters to us as Asians. Second, to identify and learn about the key artworks and artistic traditions specifically from India. And third, to compare the artworks of India with those here in the Philippines, so we can see both our differences and our shared Asian roots. In these objectives, this will guide us as we explore the rich, colorful world of Asian visual arts.
Before we dive into our lesson, let us first know what emerging Asian visual art is. Emerging Asian visual art refers to modern and contemporary artistic expressions across Asia that blend indigenous traditions, cultural identity, and current social realities with new techniques, media, and ideas. It includes art forms that are developing, gaining recognition, and reshaping how Asian cultures are seen, moving beyond old styles while keeping local roots alive. It often uses digital tools, street art, installation, and mixed media in response to globalization, history, and daily life. In simpler terms, emerging Asian visual arts are modern Asian artworks that mix traditional culture with new ideas, styles, and technology.
What are the key characteristics of emerging Asian visual arts? For starters, it uses new materials and formats like digital arts, murals, and interactive works. Not only that, but it also challenges Western-centered views and highlights unique Asian perspectives. It also combines traditional themes, patterns, or beliefs with modern styles and technology. And it reflects local identity, community stories, and present-day issues.
So let's talk about the emerging Asian visual arts from India. So, emerging Asian visual art refers to a new and evolving form of creative expression across Asia that blend traditional heritage with modern ideas, materials, and technology. These artworks honor age-old culture while addressing today's issues, society, environment, identity, and progress. India's contemporary artists are leaders in the movement, reimagining ancient art forms and creating bold, innovative work that connect local roots with global audience. Next, let's talk about the reimagined folk and tribal art. This art form takes traditional folk and tribal styles, passed down through generations, preserving their signature bold lines, flat colors, and nature-inspired patterns, but updates the subjects and meanings to reflect modern life. Instead of only God, myths, and village scenes, today's artists explore social issues, technology, pop culture, and current events. It proves that heritage does not have to stay in the past. It can evolve, speak to new generations, and still keep its cultural identity and beauty. Traditional style combined with modern themes creates a living, growing culture that connects past and present. In this category, we have modern Kaligat painting, made by Bhaskar Chitrakar. Its style keeps bold lines and flat colors, updates subjects to social media, satire, and global pop culture. For example, Kali Kalyo and Babo with smartphone. Bhaskar Chitrakar comes from the traditional Patwa or painter community of West Bengal, known for Kaligat painting, a style born near Kolkata's Kaligat Temple, originally painted on a cloth or paper with bold outlines and flat colors. Chitakar preserves the classic look, which is thick, confident lines, vivid flat color, and minimal shading. But he revolutionized the subjects. Instead of only gods and myths, he paints modern life, social satire, and global pop culture. For example, he painted the goddess Kali design like Frida Kahlo, or Lord Babu holding a smartphone, showing how tradition adapts to our digital age. His work proves folk art isn't stuck in the past. It can speak about today's world with humor and beauty. Next, we have contemporary gun art pioneer, still made by Bhaskar Chitrakar. Its style still keep bold lines and flat colors, updates subject to social media, satire, and global pop culture. Contemporary gun art pioneer is just like a modern Kaliga painting, but traditionally, gun art comes from the Madhya Pradesh gun tribe, using dots and lines to tell stories about nature and spirituality. Bhaskar Chitrakar also pioneers its modern evolution, keeping its signature bold forms and flat colors while updating themes. Modern gun art retains the style's distinctive intricate dot patterns, vivid colors, and nature's-inspired shapes like trees, peacocks, deer, and swirling vines. But today's artists expand the themes to include climate change, urban life, and women's experiences. They still use the traditional visual language, but now it carries messages about protecting forests, preserving biodiversity, and honoring tribal wisdom in a rapidly changing world. Last, in this category, we have New Matubani and Mithila art. In New Matubani, its style uses dots, fine lines, and nature's motifs on canvas or paper, telling stories about forests, myths, and modern life. Its artists are Sita Devi, Bhawa Devi, and rising creators of India that can create a modern, creative art like a New Matubani. In Mithila art, its styles keep intricate borders and patterns na include climate change, women's rights, and city life alongside classic deities. In Matubani or Mithila, painting originates from Mithila religion of Bihar or Nepal, traditionally made by women on walls and floors during ceremonies. It uses intricate borders, repeating patterns, and symbols of nature, fertility, and mythology, like lotus, fish, peacocks, and gods. Contemporary Matubani artists keep the signature styles but expand the subjects. Alongside classic deities, they paint climate change, women's rights, education, and city life. They now work on canvas and papers, making the art portable and globally shared. The style remains deeply rooted yet fully modern, showing that Asian traditional can powerfully voice today's most urgent concerns. Second category, we have installations and mixed media. This is three-dimensional or 3D immersive arts that fills a space, not just something you look at on the wall. Artist combines different materials like recycled objects, natural materials, light, sound, fabric, and plastic to create entire environments. These artworks often carry strong messages, caring for nature, reducing waste, or exploring beauty in simple things. They make the viewer step inside the art, experience it, and feel it. Instead of just looking at it, art that surrounds you uses many materials and often calls people to care about the world. In this category, we have Minali Takar, or we can call it a bottle full. Its style uses thousands of recycled plastic bottles shaped like a waterfall, speaking about waste. Minali Takar is a visionary environmental artist, Her famous installation, Butterfall, uses thousands of recycled plastic bottles suspended to form a massive, cascading waterfall. It looks breathtakingly beautiful, sparkling and flowing like real water, but carries a serious message. Our plastic waste is overwhelming the planet. She turned discarded waste into art to make viewers pause, reflect, and rethinking with relationship with single-use plastics. Her work proves that art can be both stunningly beautiful and powerfully educational, awakening people to environmental crisis through creativity rather than lectures. Next, we have Ranjani Shettar. We can call it light as air hanging sculptures. Its style uses cotton, lacquer, and natural materials like floating gardens. Ranjani Shettar creates dream-like, delicate hanging sculptures that seem to float and dance in space. She works with cotton, lacquer, beads, and natural fibers, materials with deep roots and Indian craft and tradition. Yet shape them into flowing, organic form that feel like glowing gardens, clouds, and blossoming flowers. Her art blends Indian textile heritage with modern sculpture, creating a quiet and magical atmosphere. Shettar's work bridges the gap between nature's and human creativity, showing that art can be light, gentle, and deeply connected to the natural world. Last one in this category, we have Asim Waqif. Its style uses large-scale bamboo structures inspired by India's scaffolding and sustainable building. Asim Waqif is both artist and architect. He builds large-scale, breathtaking structures made almost entirely from bamboo, a material used in India for thousands of years in homes, temples, and villages. His towering and woven bamboo tunnels and pavilion grows with traditional Indian building wisdom, but use modern engineering to create bold and contemporary spaces. He champions sustainable building, like bamboos grow fast, absorbs carbon, and is strong yet graceful. Waqif's work shows that India's ancient knowledge of material and nature offers brilliant solutions for our modern and eco-challenged world, proving that progress and tradition can grow together. Next, we have third category, we have digital and new media arts. This art uses technology like computers, tablets, cameras, video, and digital tools to create and share art. It keeps the patterns, colors, and stories from Indian tradition, but makes them new, bright, and easy to share worldwide. Digital art allows artists to experiment with futuristic designs, glowing colors, and creative storytelling that mixes ancient culture with modern imagination. It shows that art can be traditional and high-tech at the same time, using modern tools to celebrate heritage, imagine beauty, and reach a global audience.
This category, digital and new media art, we have Muhammad Sahid with style folks of Kerala, vibrant digital illustration honoring ordinary people and regional culture.
Based on Hatosa's information, Muhammad Sahid is a digital artist from Kerala who creates vibrant and glowing illustrations that celebrates everyday people and regional culture. His series Fox at Kerala honors fishermen, weavers, elders, and children like ordinary heroes, dressed in rich, traditional clothing and set against Kerala's famous backwaters, coconut palms, and colorful festivals. Using digital tools, he keeps the warmth, pattern, and colors of traditional Indian art, but makes it fresh, bold, and globally shareable. His work reminds us that arts belongs to everyone, not just kings or gods, and that ordinary life are worthy of celebration.
Next we have Samyukta Madhu. His style, Indo-futuristic digital portraits reimagining Asian beauty in modern futuristic worlds.
Samyukta Madhu creates striking digital portraits that blends ancient Indian beauty with futuristic and sci-fi style. She adorns her subject with traditional jewelry, foreheads, markings, and rich fabrics, then layers them with geometric patterns, cosmetic symbols, and digital elements that feel like they belong in the future. Her art asks, what does beauty look like when it's honor thousands of years of tradition while stepping boldly into tomorrow? She reimagines Asian beauty and modern, futuristic worlds, showing that our heritage is not something to leave behind, but something to carry forward into future.
Next, we have Amar Kanwar, video installations, weaving history, memory, and human stories.
Amar Kanwar is one of India's most celebrated contemporary artists. He creates video installations, immersive works that combines moving images, sound, sculpture, and storytelling. His art weaves together history, memory, and human stories, often focusing on marginalized people, social justice, and the quiet strength of communities. Kanwar's work feels like a visual poem. It's honor the past, listen to forgotten voices, and ask what it means to be human. It proves that even in our digital age, art can touch our hearts, preserve our shared history, and help us understand one another more deeply. Last category, we have Neocraft and Interdisciplinary Act. Neocraft and Interdisciplinary Act means surviving Asian craft skills and traditional forms, then updating them with modern ideas, themes, and methods. Artists honors the craftsmanship and heritage of the past, but are not limited by old rules. They mix art forms, work in new spaces, and tells today's stories using timeless skills. This approach keeps heritage alive, makes it relevant to new generations, and blurs the lines between crafts and fine art.
Category: Neocraft and Interdisciplinary receive Pad Patwa. Style: moving scrolls from temple walls to gallery spaces now showing pandemic life or tech use.
Pad painting comes from Rajasthan, long, narrative scrolls painted with bright colors and bold outlines, traditionally used by traveling storytellers to tell tales of deities and heroes. Patwa scrolls comes from West Bengal, hand-painted storytelling scrolls unrolled section by section to tell stories. Both were originally displayed on temple walls or in village spots.
Second to the last category, we have Performance plus Visual. Nikhil Chopra. Style: Nikhil Chopra merging live acts, painting, and photography into one story.
Nikhil Chopra is one of India's most innovative contemporary artists. He does not separate art from performance. He combined them into one living experience. His work can unfold over hours or even days in front of our audience. He may dress in elaborate costumes, transform his appearance, and paint massive canvases or create entire movements while acting out his story. The painting, the performance, the costume, and the photograph taken during the event all become of the finished artwork.
Last category, we have Tarkashi Metal Inlay Gaurav Shakya. Gaurav Shakya is a third-generation Tarkashi artist from India. He creates designs by inlaying metal wires into wood, combining traditional craftsmanship with modern art.
Tarkashi is an ancient, highly skilled craft from India, crafting intricate designs by inlaying thin wires of brass, copper, or silver into carefully carved wood. The metal catches the light and creates beautiful glowing patterns. Gaurav Shakya is a third-generation Tarkashi artist, meaning these skills have been passed down through his family for generations.
Difference: Philippine art. rooted in indigenous traditions like basketry, pottery, such as the manunggul jar, personal body ornamentations or tattoos, and sacred granary figures such as the Ifugao Bulul.
The difference is that in Indian art, it is characterized by classical highly detailed stone and bronze sculptures of deities like Shiva and Buddha, intricate miniature paintings and block printed textiles driven by Hindu, Buddhist, and Mughal traditions.
In conclusion, Indian art is deeply religious, known for grand stone sculptures and temple carvings from Hindu and Buddhist tradition. Philippine art, meanwhile, focuses on practical folk arts like ancestral wood carvings and indigenous weaving, reflecting our indigenous roots.
What are the similarities between Indian and Philippine artworks? Indian and Philippine artworks share similarities in intricate patterns, vibrant colors, and storytelling through motifs and dance. These shared traits stem from ancient trade and cultural exchanges across South and Southeast Asia. Let us look into different examples of their similarities. Number 1. Geometric and floral motifs. Both traditions use detailed plant and shape designs in crafts, similar to how Indian floor art parallels traditional grounding patterns in the Visayas region. Number 2. Textile weaving. Indian block print fabric and traditional Filipino woven cloths both feature bold colors and complex generational patterns. And lastly, for number 3, script and symbol roots. The traditional Philippine writing system by Bayin descends from the ancient Brahmi Pallava scripts of India via other Southeast Asian scripts. And lastly, for
And that brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you all so much for listening and for your attention. We really hope you learned something new and understood what we heard today. A big thank you also to our teacher for guiding us and giving us this chance to present. If you have any questions, clarifications, or suggestions, feel free to ask now. We'll be happy to answer. Once again, thank you everyone and have a great day.